Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who will be recording this episode while slowly and dramatically running through the Incheon airport. It's Norbert Morvan.
You've never seen me upset, Hoffmeyer.
What a great scene. Are you Jerry Maguireing this and just gonna run all dramatic through the airport?
Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get my OJ Simpson on and just got to catch that plane. Got to catch that plane in the airport. Got to catch that plane, man. I'm jumping over stuff, doing the Heisman pose. I'm ready to go.
He loves a good airport run. The latest Mission
Oh,
Impossible had an airport run. He's all about that
oh yeah.
airport running.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the
Airplane hangar
thing,
running.
listen, when you watch a Tom Cruise film at this point in our existence, you expect him to just take off for whatever reason. And you have to appreciate the form.
Oh,
Knees
yeah.
up, elbows locked, the pumping. If you want to if you want to do that couch to 5K thing, ladies and gentlemen, watch Tom Cruise run and just start slowly and work your way up from there. You could speed walk the way Tom Cruise runs and you will get a solid cardio workout. That man's not playing. I believe that his cardio level is at least just barely sub Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
That man is flying.
His rested heart rate is 4. You know what I mean? Like he has,
I believe it.
yeah. And he did that Fallout run with recovering from a broken ankle. That's in this list. I mean, the guy.
Jesus.
So I want to read you something. I wrote a thing in 2018 for Rotten Tomatoes about how the more Tom Cruise runs, the more money, the higher critical scores they have. That did really well. And then later on,
Yes.
fandom hired me to figure out how tall he is in all of his movies, how long he holds his breath, uh, which is an odd one, and how many seconds he runs because they didn't want to do the whole distance thing because that would be stepping too closely on Rotten Tomatoes, so they wanted seconds. So I'm just
Mm,
going to give you a quick rundown of his running in his films, and you're going to see the evolution of it real fast, and then we'll
let's
jump
go.
into the list. So Endless Love 3 seconds, Taps 30, Losing It 7, The Outsiders 11, Risky Business 44, All the Right Moves 73 because he's a football player, Legend
Mm.
45, a lot of ducking and rolling, Top Gun 2, Color Money 14, Rain Man 19, Cocktail 29, Born on the 4th of July 88, Days of Thunder 14, A Few Good Men 4, Far and Away 79. So, you know, not too much. All the Right Moves and Far Away feature over a minute, and Born on the 4th of July, they all feature over a minute of him running in the movies, but nothing too exceptional. From 1981 to 1992, he was running, but he wasn't running a lot. I don't think people really took notice. But then
Yeah.
93 something happened, and that's The Firm. He runs for
Mm.
almost 3 minutes, and that's the first time we see his power elbows when he's chasing down Jeannie Triplehorn, and he's
Oh
running for
yeah.
like Wilford Brimley and Jigsaw, Tobin Bell during the ending, and that's his longest running scene. But then after that, Interview with the Vampire 5, Jerry Maguire 24, Mission Impossible 62, Magnolia 0, Eyes Wide Shut 5, a lot of walking in Eyes Wide Shut. That's his best
A lot of
walking
walking.
performance. Best
A
walking
lot of walking.
performance. But this is where things change. Again, so Mission Impossible 2, 79, Vanilla Sky 83, Minority Report 103, Last Samurai 33, Collateral 80, War of the Worlds 251, Mission Impossible 3, 278,
Mm.
Night and Day 68, Ghost Protocol. Oh, wait, no, Night and Day 75. Wait, yeah. War of the Worlds 251, Mission Impossible 3 278, Night and Day 75, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol 370, Rock of Ages 0, Jack Reacher 18, Oblivion 81, Edge of Tomorrow 148, Rogue Nation
Mm.
104, Jack Reacher Never Go Back 118, American Made 114, The Mummy 94, Fallout 180, Top Gun Maverick 51, and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is going to be right
Part
around
one.
240. So it's like the older he gets, the more he runs, the more it's becoming a thing. But he didn't start his career doing that. But there's several moments in his career where you can feel like he went, this is working. And then he does more, if that makes sense. So you can just, if you put together a chart or a graph, you'll just see it going up and up and up the more he runs in his career. And,
Basically.
and it was just fun doing all that because I just sat there and I took timestamps of all of them. And it was quite the event because I hadn't seen a lot of his movies. So it was fun. And so I wrote all those. And then recently with the new Mission Impossible coming out, I'm like, well, I figured out how far he's run. I figured out how many seconds he's run. I figured out how
Hmm.
tall he is. Like he actually gave me one of my first ever retweets for my Edge of Tomorrow review in 2014. I was like, what's happening?
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna rank his running scenes. So I went through his filmography again, but I had all the timestamps and I pulled 295 running moments
Wow.
since
Wow.
81. And
And he's
so
been in so many. His filmography is huge, actually.
huge, huge.
Huge.
And so going through all of them, I look for things that were 1 second. So in Top Gun, he does a little run and jumps up steps. When he's going to dive for a volleyball, he does a little run and gets the volleyball. So I was looking for everything. I wasn't just like when the dude's running. I have
Right.
jogging, sprinting. And so you couldn't really fast forward through much because, it's so easy to miss something. So
That's right.
I went through all of them. I started up my list and we're going to go over the top 10 today. Now, this isn't like a
Let's do
best.
it.
This isn't the best. These are just my favorite because
Right.
I don't know of a way to quantify best. Like I don't know I don't know how to do that. So this isn't a best of. These are just my favorites after watching his entire filmography 4 times since 2018.
So many movies. You are the man.
What's your
Off my.
favorite? Like, so you have a letterbox top four. What are your cruise movies you're putting on there?
If I have to pick my favorites of Tom Cruise, I am going Edge of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going War of the Worlds. I'm going Mission Impossible, just in general. Even two. Even two. And two is ugh, but even two. Mission Impossible, because there's no reason to just choose one. They're all great. And you said top four, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And if I gotta pick number four, I am going with ooh, Collateral.
yeah, yeah.
Because he becomes the Terminator in Collateral.
He's a wolf.
For all
He's a
intents
murderer.
for for all intents and purposes, he becomes the Terminator.
He's incredible. I think if I had to
Out
do it, isn't he great though?
duh. Son, outside looking in is Interview with a Vampire because very surprising Lestat. Very surprising as Lestat. Shows you his range in Interview with a Vampire. Anne Rice was just not about Tom Cruise, and then she saw the movie and said, "Yeah, okay, actually,
My bad.
yeah, yeah, sorry, sorry." So when you get the props from Anne Rice, okay, you're a good actor.
Yeah, Anne Rice isn't playing.
No, not at all,
But yeah, so
not at all.
I think for me it's Jerry Maguire because he just does everything in that movie. Like he's
Hmm.
cocky, he does that sensitive thing, he runs, he's like in a romance. Like I don't know why. It's like him. I would say Jerry
Hmm.
Maguire, Collateral.
Hmm.
A lot of people
Hmm.
love Magnolia, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I wouldn't put in my four favorite. Let's just put that.
I, re- I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites either, but again, rangy because
Yeah.
he plays this unrepentant prick who hates his father.
Yeah.
And he shows you the prototype of these crazy dudes today that are just, hey man, I'm going to show you how to be a pickup artist. You know what I mean? And he embodies it really well. He's such a creep. And
Oh,
then you get to
yeah.
see, oh, actually, he's just incredibly damaged. It's a good movie, man. But I
Really good
feel you.
movie.
That's outside looking in. That's outside looking in.
And then but it's great. I understand why he got the Oscar nomination. And then
For sure.
I'm gonna go with Risky Business because that's when he first became Cruise. And
Uh,
then I think I Edge of Tomorrow, Jerry Maguire, Collateral, and Risky Business. That's it
that
for me.
works.
And
That
so,
works.
do you want me to go over? Do you want to go over the top 10? Do you want me to quickly read through the top like 25 to 11? What do you want to get into, Norbert?
I am following you, oh Captain, my
Okay,
Captain. I
I'm
am number one. You are Picard.
I'll do some highlights from 25 to 11 real quick. So number
Let's ride.
24, The Mummy is not good. The Mummy is not. It's a colossal misfire when you watch his performance. But in the beginning with Jake Johnson, there's this funny bit when he's talking to Jake Johnson. He's like, "We'll slip in, slip out, just like we always do." And then it cuts to them just going, "Holy shit!" And they're getting shot at and running. And it's
Right,
actually,
right.
it's probably the best moment in the movie. And also, there's a scene where he and the lady are running away, but he like cuts the other way and leaves her behind. Like those are the two funny moments. And then I love in
Yeah.
Minority Report when he in the beginning when he runs up to the house and has to stop a potential murder. Like I love
Oh
that
man.
scene. And there's also a scene in Minority Report when he's just running and expository dialogue is just playing on ads. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
this is pretty perfect.
Yeah, it is.
16 has the airport running from Jerry Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
15, Mission Impossible 2. He runs in slow motion so he can jump out of a building, but
Oh,
his hair is just like flying in the wind. He's holding two guns and shooting them at the same time. It's very John Woo-y. So I
peace to
love
John
that.
Woo.
And then 14, I did Risky Business. He takes a drunk guy out of a train and then runs back into the train. I love
Yes.
that scene. He's just a good kid. He walks the guy all the way to a seat. Like if he was a bad, he just would have thrown the guy out, but instead he walks him
Yeah.
nicely. Days of Thunder is 13. Short Round 2.0 is going to love this when he races Robert Duvall at the end. That's my number
Mm,
13. 12 is War of the Worlds when Cruz runs away from the
yeah.
aliens. They can't hit him.
Everyone. Everyone's running from the aliens.
He just
And
has
and the only one they can't hit is Cruz. That's right. That's
they're
right.
stupid for thinking they, but his ashes all over his face, and then I
Ugh.
think 11 almost made the top 10 is Collateral, and there's when he runs out of the hospital chasing Jamie Foxx. When he
Mm.
starts running in the hospital, he has his dress shoes on, and but I don't think I've ever seen him look faster on screen in that moment. Like he is just a ball of rage. So
He's a
that's my
Terminator.
number 11.
He's the Terminator, man. He becomes the Terminator. I do this for a living, Max. And then I thought to myself, if you do this for a living, why wouldn't you wear a vest?
He's just that good.
He's that good. That's right.
Man, that movie. Fox was nominated for an Oscar. Jada Pinkett Smith is likable immediately. So
Hmm.
at the end, when he's trying to save her, you're like, yeah, save her. She's great. Like
That's right.
everyone's on fire. And then there's Mark Scruffalo with the grease back hair and that. Like he's looking all tough.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's yet another time when just another man is willing to do anything he can do to preserve the honor and, dare I say, the life of Jada Pinkett Smith. That's right. That's right. No matter the consequences, he will protect her virtue.
Like Demon Knight could have been Jada Pinkett Smith fighting. Demon Knight 2 could have been her fighting Tom Cruise's character. You know, like,
Basically,
yeah. Instead of Billy
basically.
Z, it's Tommy C.
And Zane, he's just such a dirtbag in that movie. It's such a good movie.
All
Such a
right.
good movie.
You ready for top 10?
Let's rock.
Okay. Number 10, Edge of Tomorrow. And there's a scene in the beginning where he Tom Cruise's character, he gets called in to talk to Brendan Gleeson. And like so his character goes in and Brendan Gleeson's like, hey man, you're gonna go on the beach tomorrow and you're gonna film this attack with hundreds of thousands of people. Like
Yes.
you, Major William Cage, are going to be on the beach. He's like, no, man, like I was in ROTC. Like I did this, so I don't have to do that. And he's just like he's trying to talk his way out of it. And he thinks he in the beginning, he thinks he has a choice.
Right.
And then
I,
he gets kind of like Brendan Gleeson goes, nah, like I talked to your commanding officer, you're under my control now. And then
Mhm.
Cruz goes, I've inspired millions of people to join your army. And when the body bags come home and they're looking for someone to blame, how hard do you think it would be for me to convince people to blame you? He's like, I'd imagine the general would prefer that. And you're going, oh man, he is slimy. He's going to get him. And then Gleason just stares at him and he sprints out of his room. And Gleason's like, arrest this man. And
but you need to appreciate the total lack of emotion on Brit.
yes,
Oh, is that
yes.
right? You're blackmailing me? Are you blackmailing me? And he says, oh, no problem. Arrest this man. He never raises his voice. He's just been threatened by this smarmy prick. And okay, okay, cool. That's okay, cool. Arrest this man. And then just a legion of humans just points guns at Tom Cruise.
And he gets tased. I love
And he
it.
gets tased.
And then he wakes up meeting Bill Paxton. No, yeah, Bill Paxton. But I was gonna say
Yeah.
Pullman. But I just love how Major William Cage is such a dirtbag. And
He's the
director Doug
worst.
Liman, he did a great job just weaponizing Cruise's charm in this
Hmm.
scene. And it kind of like Jerry Maguire and other movies that get him right in Magnolia.
Hmm.
This one knows that you can really make Tom a smarmy little shit. And he's exactly that, but it doesn't work. And then when he
No.
in a rare Tom Cruise move, because this is during the Mission Impossible revitalization, and he had been running
Right.
to movies, and so just watching him run away for like 5 seconds and then get dropped is so pleasant, and it just shows he can still make fun of
Dropped.
himself, and I love that.
Yeah. And the movie has a great, his character has a really great arc because he
Yeah,
goes from this guy who can barely fight, who is clearly just, not only am I an officer, but I'm smarter than you. And he gets completely broken down by dying likely hundreds, if not thousands of times,
yeah.
and realizing, okay, I just got to get it done. I need to be a better person. Oh, by the way, I just fell in love with this really hot warrior chick. So that's also helping
Rita
in my
Vataski
maturity.
is a legend. But I think you're right. Brendan Gleeson's no sell, and just the smarminess of him. That's absolute, yeah. Oh, the absolute smarminess. And then
Yeah,
but so I know it's as much about the scene as it is the run, but I think it's important to have the whole
100%.
scene included. So that's my number 10.
Hundo. Well
Uh,
played.
and then I'm gonna go with the firm. So, you got
Mm.
Mitch, Mr. Mitch here, Tom Cruise. There's actually a scene at the if you're listening to this, there's a scene at the 68-minute mark where Jeannie goes to run away because he cheated on her. And he's sprinting after her. And this is when his elbows are working. So I almost put that one in here. But the final chase one's long. And it's the longest running scene of his career. I mean, he's jumping upstairs, downstairs, he goes up steps, and like this, and he's carrying a briefcase. But I love
hmm
that this is the first time we see his true breakaway speed. Like he's going
hmm
around corners, and I mean Tobin Bell's putting up a pretty good chase here, and somehow Wilford Brimley just keeps cutting him off in a car. But I this is his first scene where he's not a football player; he's just running, and they let him just run. And every single person and their mother is in the firm, by the way. When you watch that movie again,
Bruh,
you,
bruh,
you're just wait. You're like Holly Hunter's in here, Gary Busey's in here, David
bruh.
Strathairn's in here, Ed Harris. Is that Terry Kinney? Wait, Wilford Brimley, Hal Holbrook, Gene Hackman, Jeannie Triplehorn. Like you're just going like who? What? Like who? Like so many people pop up in this movie. But
That's
yeah,
it, man. That's it. The entire point of the firm is money laundering. And ladies and gentlemen, money laundering is a lucrative thing. And so that's why the firm is 900 people deep. So what'd you do yesterday? Oh, nothing. And what did you do? Well, I was trying to fight companies that deal with offshoring, shell corporations, and tax avoidance schemes. Oh, really? Excuse me. Kill this person. What? Nothing. Nothing. And that's how the firm operates. That's how the firm operates. If you so much as sneeze in the direction of trying to fight corruption, the firm is going to like burn your house down and put your cat in front of the street, like stop messing with the firm,
like
written in its blood.
metaphorically and literally, they're gonna just like you're gonna cheat on your wife.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
get you're gonna get recorded.
You know what I mean?
But
You
yeah,
you wake up on you wake up on Tuesday, Norbert. How long have you been in charge of using the hair of Boy Scouts to make leather clothes? What are you talking about? And then someone outside the window just glances at you and you hear the piano because they have this weird jazz
yeah.
harsh piano that and you get this vibe of spoken word. I am in the firm. The firm is what I do. Firm, rock hard, solid. The firm. And Tom Cruise is just trying to run, and he's being chased by the guy from Saw. And suddenly, Dean Norris is crippled, and oh, by the way, Gary Busey is also involved, and Wilford Brimley is like, I had diabetes, but the firm cured it. Diabetes. This movie is great though because it's a lot, and then just Gene Hackman. He just gives you the Gene Hackman face, and then boda boda boda.
And it's
Oh my god!
154 minutes.
I'm just do boda boda boda.
But yeah, it just
Um,
turns into him running, just running.
mhm,
And
mhm.
there's a scene there when he turns with this corner, and he's almost going plaid. Like he's just moving
Yeah.
so, and Tobin Bell's running form in this movie is I don't understand it. but it's very successful. So props to him because he has like this hunched over the Nordic guy. His name is.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not athletic, and he's just got these incredible flowing. His hair's not blonde; it's white-ish. It's kind of white blonde-ish, and his running style is just the total opposite. Where Tom Cruise is kind of panicky, but he still shows the athleticism. Tobin Bell is just like, I'm actually 10 years younger than I look, but my body is just in horrible shape, and I'm trying to just move.
Wilford
Uh,
Brimley will
this
shoot me.
Wilford Brimley will just give my daughter diabetes tomorrow
And
because I
oatmeal.
didn't do the firm's bidding. In the oatmeal. That's right. The oatmeal. That's what the white sprinkling is. It's not sugar, it's diabetes.
So that's number nine because it's I hadn't I hadn't watched this until 2018, and just that final
Mm,
chase, I'm like, geez Louise, man, like this is a lot of running.
it's
So
no joke.
yeah,
It's no joke.
lot of running. All right,
And
so
also shout out to the firm, the super group that Dr. Dre, Nas, and Foxy Brown and AZ and Nature made because they took the sample straight from the movie. I know you will do whatever you can to protect the firm, protect the firm. It was a great song.
oh,
Great song. Great song.
I need to hear listen to that now. Does Wilford Brimley have a verse in it?
That is Wilford Brimley. I know you'll do whatever you
Oh,
can to protect the firm, protect the firm. Yeah, they remake the symphony with just gangster rap, and they use that sample in the beginning. It's so great.
I'm Wilford Brimley. Turn your lights down, dimly.
Wilford Brimley, the corruption genius. If you mess with me, I will give you diabetes.
Dun, 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 dun. Cruz is, and also Cruz does gymnastics in it. I just gotta point
He
that out.
just starts backflipping.
I don't have much about this one because I couldn't find any research on my Blu-ray or anywhere else. But and far and away, at the one
Mm,
hour and 40 mark,
mm.
this cruises. So Nicole Kidman gets shot, and he dumps her off at a house, and everyone comes back. There's a whole he drops him off at Chase's house, Thomas Gibson, and there's a whole hullabaloo. Everyone's like, "Oh man, what happened to Shannon?" Nicole Kidman got shot, and Cruz like Joseph Donnelly, Cruz's character is all bummed. Joseph Donnelly is all just depressed and bummed, and so he starts running. Snowy night, really cold. He had just carried her a very long way. No one would let him in,
Yeah,
and he's
right.
sprinting along these gates, and he is just huffing and puffing. But the next, but then like it transitions into an explosion in a cave. So
Yes.
he's running, going, ah! And then Ron Howard cuts it, and then the next shot is boom, an
Boom.
explosion, and it's just really funny. The movie is crazy, and it ends with the big land grab of what 1893 or the land run. It's called the land run of
the
1983.
the land run. Okay.
So like, but he's riding a horse. It would have been better if he ran the whole time. Kind of lazy, but I just it's like super explosive running, and it's very silly. So he's just running really fast, and then explosion.
It's because 1 year later, Sonic the Hedgehog, the CD came out, and in 1993, you could time travel in the exact same way that Tom Cruise does here, where he just runs so fast he caused an explosion. Sega decided, what if you just ran so fast you could break the time barrier? It's the same vibe. It's the same vibe. And the
You know,
way that this guy just looks at him like a dirtbag, like, oh, why'd you bring this wounded woman in here? How dare you?
and you know what's great? You talking about time travel. When that explosion happens, it says 8 months later.
Yes, that's right. He's traveled into the future. That's what I'm telling you. In the game, it's like future.
We need the. I was going to
Yeah.
try to do an Irish accent, but I couldn't do it.
Look,
So
this is one of the things that made me only see this movie maybe 15 minutes of its like 7 hour running time. Because, oh, it's okay. There are no problems, Hotmire. You see, because we're not just far, we're far away, laddie. And I'm just, oh man,
a lot of hill running,
a lot of hill running,
a lot of
a
hill
lot of hill
running,
running.
and that one's an hour and 40. Like wait, 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Jesus wept.
Guys, far away and just long.
You can have the you could there are people who would make the argument that Ron Howard, good human being, maybe a bit of a hack. Eh.
No, I
There are
love
people who make that argument. I'm not me. I'm just saying.
I love his philosophy when he was working on TV. He's like, yeah, you make 24 episodes a season. 2 episodes are great. 1 episode's great. The rest of them are fine, and there's 2 bad ones. So he's like, when I
Mm,
started directing, he's like, I just really needed to make some good movies, the occasional great one, and I could get away with bad ones. And that's what his career
mm,
has been. Like he'll
there
go
you
make
go.
Apollo 13, explodes. He'll make The Marsh.
Yes.
No, that was Ridley Scott. He like
Ridley
he'll
Scott.
yeah, but like he'll like Splash was huge. And then
Splash was huge.
he'll go make Rush, and you're like, holy crap, Rush is incredible.
Hmm.
But then he'll make In the Heart of the Sea, and you're like, what? And then he makes a Dilemma, and then you're like, what? But then he'll pop up with like something really good. So his most recent one, 13 Lives, that movie rules. That's a really
Mm,
good movie.
mm,
And then he'll like win Oscars for A Beautiful Mind, and then
that's right.
he'll get what? He'll produce Arrested Development, and you're like, so I love that his career is exactly like he called it. He basically just said, "Yeah, I'll have some good ones, I'll have some bad ones, and I'll have the occasional great ones, and then I'll make that horrible franchise with Tom Hanks." But I love it. I love it though. He's just I just need a couple hits here and there. We'll be all right. And no, it just makes me really happy. I don't think he's that at all. Like
And
he's
there
had
you
such
go.
a long career, but
That's it.
you can kind of
Exactly.
tell what he's. But then he'll pop out with like Hillbilly Elegy. You're like, what is happening?
And that's why I put that in front of you, my friends, because movies, films, and flicks, we don't hate Ron Howard. He
Yeah,
gave us Michael Keaton in Night Shift.
and then like Frost Nixon, he'll drop. You're like, man, that's really
Solid.
good.
Solid.
Rush is really good. Ed TV is
That's
fun,
right.
and he'll do it like Ransom, and you're like, wait, this may. Oh, The Paper's fun. Like he'll
Mm.
drop Backdraft, Willow. So Cocoon.
Backdraft's amazing.
Yeah.
Backdraft is
So
amazing.
it's like he's had. When you look at his career, you're like, oh, I love that. Like Willow, that's a formative movie for me. And then you go and you Da Vinci Code. What? So it's he looks at it like baseball. Norbert, I guess is what I'm saying. He's happy
I
batting
got you.
300. So
I got you. I got you.
I digress.
Perfectly cromulent director. That's right. Let's go. Next
All
one.
right, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So this is a really short
Ugh.
one, but I love it. So I was listening to the commentary. I researched all the top 10 as much as possible. And during the commentary, uh, Tom Cruise told the director, Christopher McQuarrie, he's like, "This is Mission
Mm.
Impossible. I can't just cross a street and get in a car." And so
Yeah.
on the day, so this is after a scene when he's dead, and Ilsa brings him back, gives him CPR, brings him back to life because Ilsa's awesome, and she brings
Yes.
him back. He has no idea where he is, no short term memory. He's fallen all over the place. He has really no idea what's going on. So on the day, Tom Cruise is like, "Hey man, Corey, I got something for you. McHugh, I got something for you. I'm not going to tell you what." They didn't tell the crew either. So that scene where Cruise runs out and then runs and dives and falls off the car, no one knew that was going to happen. And so everyone's like, holy crap. And then when they realized it was all a joke, everyone just started laughing because it's a great moment. And I
It's
love
a
that.
hilarious bit.
Like, and he makes himself look like a dork. And I like that
Yeah.
even the score, it's like, like the score makes fun of him in that scene. So it's very short, but it's just funny. It's like it's a silly moment. There's cheeky musical accompaniment, and it proves that Cruise doesn't take himself too seriously. And he just
Hmm.
came up with that on the day, and I love it. It
It's
just
a
makes me
solid
happy.
take.
Yeah.
No, it's a solid take, man. Listen, for what it's worth, you watch these Mission Impossible movies, and there is that hint of the Indiana Jones vibe where Indiana Jones will absolutely punch the hell out of Nazis, but he's not a super tough guy. He's just doing what he's got to do, reacting in the moment, you know? And that's where his skills come from. His skills come from, you know what? I'm just going to try this and see what happens. As
Mhm.
opposed to he's a super planner like Schwarzenegger in Predator, where he's just decided, okay, I'm going to make an elaborate set of traps and he will fall into at least three of them. And then I'll see if I can murder him somehow because he's even stronger than I am. So in Mission Impossible, he's always just reacting, reacting, reacting.
Mhm.
And now he just decides, yeah, I'm going to drive this car, even though I was just dead a minute ago. And he literally says, are you sure you can drive? You were dead a minute ago. And he says, what are
What?
you talking about? And then he just jumps into a Beamer and just proceeds to smash the car behind him. It's I'm telling you, that's why. What's your favorite Tom Cruise? Just Mission Impossible, all of them,
Yeah. What are you
all of them.
talking? I love that though. What are you talking about?
like
and
he's
then
drowsy as
smash.
hell. It's a great scene.
Yeah,
It's a great scene.
it's funny, and I just like that he makes remember early in Rogue Nation was that really tall guy he's fighting, and he
Yes.
and then like I like Ghost Protocol. He gets saved by Paula Patton. In this one,
Mm,
he gets saved by Ilsa. Like in Mission Impossible 2, Tandaway like gets herself captured so he can live. Like I like that
yeah,
he has no problem with ladies saving him in movies. Like he's almost always
not at
dead,
all.
and then a lady saves him, and I kind of like that about him.
Not at all. Not
So
at all.
so this one might be the most controversial of where it's
Mm.
placed because it could be higher, and maybe I'm going to kick myself, but I'm going with my heart. Number 6 is Mission Impossible Fallout. It's the iconic run across the Blackfriars railway bridge, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
and during the commentary, Tom Cruise says, "I love doing this, but it hurt," and it's just this gorgeous shot. But the best thing about it, well, two good things. Before he gets on that bridge, Benji doesn't realize his map's in 2D, and so
Yes.
he's like, "Oh my bad," which is a gag from Mission Impossible 3. But he's like, "Oh my bad," and he puffs it up, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to jump out this thing." And Cruz's like, "I got to jump out the window. I'm jumping out of a window." And
Yeah.
the what McHugh wisely called out all the extras in that scene because they're perfect. There are no bad extras, and I noticed bad extras because I had to work with them for years, and so their reaction to him is perfect, and they give him a chair, and he throws a chair through the window. He falls on the ground, and he's running after his ankle was broken, and so like it looks great. It's a great trailer moment. The people in the office are great. I love that during the commentary, McQuarrie goes, he was going for it. The
Yeah,
score
he
is
was.
incredible during that scene.
It
But it
is.
but like, it's kind of gratuitous, but also makes sense because Benji sent him all over town and he has to run across this bridge to go catch Cavill. And then when he lands,
Hmm.
there's another shot of him just hoofing it. And it's amazing. It's like a really well shot scene. It's funny, it's epic, and it's just done well, and it's not overly gratuitous. So that's why I have it at
No,
6.
not at all. This is gorgeous. And the Mission Impossible theme, it's just that leitmotif, the da-da-da, da-da-da. It's very, very urgent. It's very urgent. And props to Cavill for just being this ruthless bad guy.
Yeah, he's great.
After all of this running and jumping and climbing, and he's hanging onto an elevator. Do you understand again the cardio? This man has been running for at least a solid 3.5, 4 minutes, and then just jumps and hangs onto an elevator as it's going up. And he's not, he's just, I'm just holding on. I'm good. Resting heart rate, 7.
Cavill's
And
just
then
staring at him.
Cavill's just staring at him like, yeah, I knew you were there the whole time and I could murder you, but instead I'm going to threaten your ex and I'm going to show you her picture. You know,
Never do that,
I,
villains. Villains got to stop doing that, Norbert. Like,
threatening girlfriends.
if you're the hero and I have you dead to rights, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna go to your house and kill your wife and kids. I'm gonna go like, listen, man, your wife and kids are safe. No one will mess with them. I'm just gonna kill you. And then you're like,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, oh, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't do that, man. We're good. And then you're like, oh, so you're not gonna get a second win then. You're gonna be like, oh, okay. And then I'll just, take you out. I'll wipe, I'll just shoot you. But if like I feel like whenever villains are like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna kill them all, then they die. Except for Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mission
Oh
Impossible
man.
3.
Oh man. The terrifying
Where's,
threats that.
where's the rabbit's foot?
Oof.
Where's the rabbit?
Where is the rabbit foot? Where is it? Where is the rabbit foot? I remember the rabbit foot. Lucky Charms, frosted Lucky Charms, tricks are delicious. Where is the rabbit foot? Yeah, he was wilding. The people in this office, as you say, they no one screams, no one jumps up. Everyone, oh man, another guy's running through the office today. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
It's
And
also
the lady
Tom
does
Cruise
just, yeah,
though.
take a
Like
chair.
if it
Yeah, that's
was
right.
like I don't know, who like Danny Trejo, you know what I mean? Like
Danny Trejo.
without his shirt,
Jean,
with his knife,
Jean, Jean Renault.
Yeah.
I need the chair. I need it right now. Give me the chair. Where's Matilda? I
Matilda.
need the chair.
This is for
And
Matilda. And there's grenades on the chair.
and then Simon Pegg. Oh, it's screen lock's on. Sorry. Yeah, that's happened to us all. That's happened to us all.
What
Why isn't the screen moving? Screen lock's on, bro.
great
Landscape and
moment.
portrait. Figure it out. Figure it out.
I'm jumping out of a window. So that's my number six. Number five
Nice.
is his first true superhero moment. So
Mhm.
he had run in the firm. He had far and away he does a little bit of running. Born on the 4th of July. He kind of it's not really him running into battle and running out. There's really no heroic moments in that. I mean, he shoots his friend
Mhm.
in that one, but there's not much heroic moment. But in Mission Impossible, when they're in the fish restaurant or the seafood restaurant, and
Mhm.
he was on Graham Norton, and his Tom Cruise was like, that one was particularly very crazy because I guess when they had the whole place rigged, and according to Tom on the Graham Norton show, he was like, "Hey guys, like, when's this gonna blow?" And I'm like, all right, so we're gonna do 3, 2, 1. We're gonna count down from three. And he's like, okay, so you do 3, 2, 1, boom, 3, 2, boom. And the guy's like, yeah, something like that. And Tom's like, you got to be specific with me, man, because this is all gonna fall in my head. He's like, I'll time it well. So he's like, are you gonna do 3, 2, 1, boom? He's like, are you gonna do 1, 2, 3? And the guy's like, yeah, we'll figure it out on a day. And he's like,
Oh my
no,
God.
like he's like that, you're gonna kill me. Uh,
Yeah, seriously.
and so he had been in action movies. So in Top Gun, though, he sits in a plane a lot. Legend, he just does a lot of crouch running in Legend. Days of Thunder, he's sitting far and away. He boxes, outsiders, fisticuffs, and some gymnastics. And
Mhm.
Mission, but like Mission Impossible, when he explodes out of that place with his arms up in the air, and then there's that wide shot of the fish dying while he runs away, like down the
Mhm.
street. That's such an iconic trailer moment, and I'm pretty sure it
It is.
helped make the movie an extra 100 mil. So I had to have that at number five because it that was when he moved. Like that's when he became like this is me looking awesome in an action flick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of that, the marketing of this movie, the marketing was everywhere. The summer of 96, you could not get away from this movie. If you weren't going to see it, everybody else in your house was.
Like I bought the
Because
soundtrack.
this is it. I bought the video game for Nintendo 64 and it was good. And it was good. You could not get away from this movie. Number two, every time I see this scene, I feel bad for the fish
Yeah, it
because the
sucks.
fish are drowning. The fish are drowning. Number three, the Dutch angles. You, Kittredge, you've never seen me upset. And and Kittredge just, yeah, so dying in America slowly is a very expensive proposition. So clearly, you're the last guy alive, and your parents got 150,000 to deal with their farm and receivership. So ipso facto, you're the bad guy. What? What are you talking about, Kittredge? Why are you trying to pin this all on me? And the way that Peter Graves was pissed because they made Jim Phelps into a bad guy.
Yeah.
And to me, it makes perfect sense. I have been in control of my missions. I'm the head spy. Who are you to tell me what to do? I know more about what the hell's going on behind the scenes of world affairs than you do. I'm getting my money. I'm getting out. You're not going to give me a gold watch and a crappy pension. I'm God.
And a Gideon Bible.
I love it. I love this movie, man.
Yeah, it's
And
my
yeah,
favorite
he
of the Mission
sprints out.
Impossibles. It's my favorite, and De Palma does go heavy on Dutch angles in this scene, but it's beautiful. And
They're so effective. And the score, again.
you know, aside from one and two, three is very JJ. Four is a turning point. Five and
Yeah.
six are definitely McHugh, but one and two are the most stylized that you can feel the
Yeah.
directors in them.
The director. Exactly.
I guess three you could feel
Exactly.
JJ because he's like Ving Rhames, like, hey man, we gotta talk about this girl of yours.
And lens flares.
Yeah. So many.
So many lens flares.
All right. So down to number four, where it's going
Down
to
to
be
four.
risky business. So a cigarette smoking cruise, and he's also wearing sunglasses at night. Runs up to some
Mm.
teenagers while the song "Manish Boy" by Muddy Waters plays on the soundtrack. But I mean, "Manish Boy" is a perfect song to be playing for this. And I just love he's wearing a suit coat, black shirt, black sunglasses, puffing on a cigarette, and this is the first time I ever saw him strut. And then he puts like then he runs up to this group of classmates. It's about 7 seconds long, but
Yeah.
this is when Cruz, I feel like, became Cruz. He wasn't
Mm.
Cruz yet. He didn't have that swagger yet. And this is where the
Mm.
swagger came from because after this, he definitely, all the right moves, whatever. Like Legend, he said he was just in England the whole time. He didn't really enjoy it. But then he comes
Mm.
back with Top Gun, Color Money, Rain Man. But I think that
Mm.
all stems from Risky Business. That moment of that small bit of running And there's also some really good running in risky business in general, but it's just this moment when he becomes Tom Cruise,
Mm.
and I love it.
And he's just so horny throughout this whole movie, man. He's trying to hook up with somebody. Uh, and
Follow
he
dreams.
just, and it's like I was saying before, this movie, Risky Business, and then Night Shift, which is why I brought up Ron Howard before, where just, regular suburban dudes decide, it'd be a good idea. Let's just become pimps. What do you say? Let's try pimping. But then he's got to try pimping to pay for his father's car. Sweet Porsche.
Yeah.
It's a sweet Porsche, classic Porsche that he unfortunately lets get dropped into Lake Michigan by his
I feel like Jay
ex.
Mornay had a part of that. She really
Oh
did.
yeah,
She swindles
DeMornay.
him.
Yeah. DeMornay steals his mother's like Fabergé egg or whatever, and then destroys his car. And then Joey Pants comes out. Hey, what are you
Guido.
doing? What are you doing? My name's Guido. I talk like this. Eh? I talk like a New York Italian, but yeah, actually, we're in Chicago. And what is the deal with Chicago people having these mansions in the suburbs in the 80s? This guy, Ferris Bueller's folks, Kevin
You mean
from
outer
Home Alone.
Chicago?
Is that what it is?
Wait, so
Because I'm from New York. I'm
what do you
not
call it?
sure.
It's like when you're in the greater Chicago area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the suburbs out there. It's very John
God,
Hughesian.
bro, these houses are
Huge.
massive.
Yeah. Big lawn, big backyard. But I don't know. I do like in Risky Business though that Joel, he's a good kid in Risky Business. He's not a bad kid. And
He's a
so
punk.
yeah,
He's a punk.
like he I just watching the movie, it's funny. I didn't watch it for many years because I just figured that it was Porky's. And then I
Mm,
watched it, I'm like, oh no, like this is pretty good. They actually
yeah.
tried to make this something. This is a good film. And so yeah,
Yeah.
I waited a long time because all I knew was like the underwear and the subway scene. I'm like, it's just a high
Right.
school kid with prostitutes. So,
Right.
but I mean, it's better than the '90s when like that kid takes that Melanie Griffith home he sees to see her boobs, and he's like, hey, you should
Yes.
marry my dad. Like, what
No,
is
one in this movie, one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. There's inciting incidents and all of that. There's rise and fall. He's falling in love with the prostitute, which they tell you not to do that apparently, but she kind of likes him too at the end.
yeah.
And it'll
Oh man, great
great
moment.
soundtrack in this movie too.
Great soundtrack. And so that's my
Hmm.
and Tangerine Dream do the score, which is great.
Yes.
So
Yes.
3 is Vanilla Sky. It's when Cruz runs through an empty Times Square. So
Yes.
so get this. They on a Sunday morning in November, they closed down they closed Times Square down for 3 hours.
Jesus.
The entire state of New York had to get together to do this. And the whole point is that Cruz's character is afraid of being alone. So like it would be great if he ran through one of the busiest places in the world and no one's there because then he's really alone. And it's like
Jesus.
absolute vanity. But I like that it's built on his air. Like it's very similar to his airport running in Jerry Maguire. But
Yeah.
if you're going to talk about his top 10 scenes, I mean, he closed down Times Square to do this. And
That's just baller.
yeah, and I
Just
just,
baller.
he's just running. He has a running scene in a shut down Times Square. Like I don't know.
I am a native New Yorker. I have never seen Times Square look like this. I have been out on a Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and it's still not ever been like this, man. This is to me, this is terrifying, actually. This is actually terrifying. It's like everyone is dead or something, or everyone knows something that you don't. And also, just shout out to just the mass amounts of advertising. There's apparently an ad for the Legend of Bagger Vance in the background. Cabaret.
And what's great? So every ad in that was planned out to be something that he thinks would be a quick fix in his life. So there's
Mm,
women and other things that are, if you pause it, you can see most of the ads, not like Bagger Vance, but you can see other ads that are meant to be a quick fix for him. So this whole thing was
uh,
thought out. So you have to
man.
include the run in Vanilla Sky.
Oh man. Also, shout out to the Playland Arcade. That's where I got my fake ID that I used in college to get into bars. It had about a 50% success rate. Times Square, Sabaros.
Oh, I
But
love Mrs.
yeah,
Sbarro's.
if you got to go franchise pizza, you don't go Pizza Hut, you don't go Papa John's, you go Sabaros. Closest thing to New York, pizza. the WWF restaurants here. Oh man, Tom Cruise, this movie, I don't know. I like Tom Cruise in a lot of things, but I've never been able to make it through this movie either.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But I think this is when he and like Crow was just at the height of his powers. So was
Mm.
Cruise, and they're like, "Oh, let's just make this." But yeah, it's he also does some good like when his face gets messed up, he does some good messed up running. Like he does some
Mm.
interesting running in this movie, but I didn't put that here. So now we're
For
down to
sure.
top two running
Number
scenes.
two.
Two is going to be catch everyone off guard. One I think isn't that surprising, but two is in Collateral. There's a
Oh yeah.
scene where he throws a chair through a glass window. The chair explodes through this not window, like a glass wall between in an
Yeah.
office building. It explodes through it. Cruz runs through it, and according to the commentary, Michael Mann's like, "Yeah, this wasn't supposed to happen. It was unplanned." But he's like, "I love how real it makes this scene
Right.
seem." And so Cruz misjudges the chair's trajectory, and he just white. So he throws a chair, then he runs through, but then the chair pops up, and Cruz just wipes out. We're talking
Yeah.
wipes out on it. But then he just gets back up and runs, and it's just the most aggressive running of his career. But it was unplanned, but that just shows how much he's the reason I included this is it shows how like into it he is. Because the dude explodes this glass wall of it's not glass, probably candy glass, explodes it and doesn't even wait. And then he wipes out on a chair and just gets back up. And I just think it's a beautiful moment from Collateral. And I had to get Collateral in my top 10. But this tiny moment, it shows I actually watched everything, but also it shows that I can just cherry pick. But
Mm.
it's just it's Cruise in a nutshell, this scene.
It's Terminator Cruise Judgment Day, man. All right. He's been shot in the ear. No problem. He's fine. Just a little blood. Just a little blood. No problem. He launches his chair, and the reason why he wipes out is because he tries to jump on the chair. It looks like he actually jumped on the chair, and the chair flips over due to his momentum, and he just rolls out of the fall and just pursues them into the LA subway, which is surprisingly clean, to be honest with you. There's no one there, and he's chasing Jada Pinkett
In her
and Jamie
heels. I
Foxx.
felt terrible for
Jade
her in
is
her heels.
Jade is in heels, just running, and Jamie Foxx has decided nothing will happen to you while I'm here. You know, the world once again hinges on the honor of Jada Pinkett Smith and a man who will defend her at all costs. And that's why this
Yeah.
movie works. And Cruise is just doing the Terminator when he sees the two trains. There's a train on one
Mm-hmm.
floor, and he can look down the staircase, see the train on the other floor. And he's just doing Skynet processing. Dun, 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 dun. Which train will I jump on to murder these two? It's a solid, solid movie. Also, shout out to Michael Mann, the handheld cam,
Oh,
the
he's great.
video. All of this is video. It's just like a DV. Was that what it was at the time? Was it even tape? Or was it digital
Oh,
videotape
it was
or just
digital. Yeah, I know it was digital at the when this Collateral's like Collateral. Yeah, they were shooting session 9 on digital in like
yeah.
oh one. So you can imagine what Cruz and Michael Mann got their hands on.
It adds this creepy realism to it. It
Yeah.
almost looks like it would be a found footage movie or you're watching something happen live on the news because it's not that sharp either. It looks very you get a little pixely sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So it adds just a reality to it. And Cruz is not jokey. He's not smiling. He's scowling. He's just, I want to murder these people really bad. You could see it in his eyes. Great movie. Great run.
It's yeah, and then he does that sweet jump and
Yes.
but still, even though he runs a lot, this is his best sitting performance. So I just want to put that out there. And then number one is Mission Impossible 3 when he runs across the roof. So he runs across some rooftops first, which is really
Mhm.
impressive. But then he sprints through this Shanghai fishing village. But what's crazy? They put up this spider cam rig. They in the canal they put like a quarter mile of cable. So you have this camera on this rig. And I think what sells this scene, so in Collateral, he's running by himself. The Vanilla Sky running by himself. Risky Business, he's just running up to like jogging up to some guys. Mission Impossible, he is running away from this exploding glass. Fallout, He's trucking across, the top of this bridge. In Rogue Nation, he wipes out on a car. The Firm, he's running around buildings. Edge of Tomorrow, he's can't even get out of the office building. But what makes this scene work is
Mm-hmm.
it's on the ground level with him, and he is flying past people. You're like, if that dude like leaned over a couple inches, Cruise would obliterate people in his
For
way.
sure.
And he
For
did the
sure.
scene 6 or 7 times. JJ Abrams on the commentary was like, I loved watching you run. And it and like, but I think what makes it what captures the speed the best is you're just the people standing there. Like it's just, in Top Gun Maverick, they didn't want to just do a lot of plane scenes in the air because you can't gauge how fast the planes are moving. So what they did
Mm.
was they put it in a canyon to be like New Hope and make everyone familiar with it, but to show them blasting past, trees and
Yeah,
missiles.
the relative speed, right? You
And
can
so
see the
they
relative
they
speed.
did that with this one, and just the way that he books it, and it also kind of makes sense because Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, I have a girlfriend, she is gonna die. Oh my god, yeah, you're dead. And so, Benji's talking to him and whatever, but yeah, so he has a very limited time to get there. He has something in his head. No, I just love it. And then like, yeah, Benji's narration, he's saying stupid stuff, but I love just the rig they set up to capture it, and just, I mean, we're talking just booking it past people. So I had to put this as my number one.
Man, that scene with the dolly where he's just running. Bakyan, Bakyan, Dubuchi, Dubuchi,
Yeah.
Bakyan. He is running and just saying, sorry, excuse me, Yihan, Yihan in Chinese, flying. And the horse, the energy, the energy, the, the tension. The one thing about this movie, a lot of people, maybe they liked it, they didn't like it. Like you say, it's got the JJ influence in it. There's so much energy, and the tense spots in this movie, they're really tense. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when he's got Philip Seymour Hoffman, and it looks like they're gonna cut him out. They're gonna cut his bond so he falls out of the plane. Philip Seymour Hoffman, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna I'm gonna really hurt you. I'm gonna find your family. I'm gonna kill him. He sounds like he's falling asleep, but it's really threatening
Yeah.
when it happens during the movie. In the bathroom when he's waiting for the voice modulator
Oh
to
yeah,
load
that's
up.
great.
That's a great scene too. There's so many great scenes,
Uh,
and
I want
Cruz
Maggie
is
Q to come back.
flying.
Maggie Q should come back. I like her in this movie.
Maggie Q, eh, even in that Die Hard movie
Yeah, oh yeah,
with
she's awesome. Yeah.
and Bruce says, "Yeah, I killed your girlfriend." The Chinese broad. Like, oh, just Jesus, Bruce, calm down. You know what I
Yeah, he
mean?
pissed off Timmy Ollie right there.
Oh, yeah. Old Fat was mad, son.
But
But
yeah,
again, Maggie Q, solid.
and the Protege, watch that movie. It's great. But
Mm.
the Sam Jackson, she has two kitchen fights with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton has two kitchen fights in it, and he has great chemistry with her. So yeah, Maggie Q. Also
Mm.
bring back Paula Patton. I loved her in Ghost Protocol. But
100%.
it's just a really great running scene. And also, if you think about it, so at this time, he did running in Mission Impossible. He had his running scene of Vanilla Sky, Minority Report, War of the Worlds, but it wasn't quite yet a thing. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think in this scene, he's just flying. We're talking
Flat
just
out running.
flat out
Flat out.
running. And so he actually did Lions for Lands, Tropic and Thunder, and Tropic Thunder and Valkyrie afterwards, which he didn't do any running. But then Night and Day, which is better than people remember. But then he went to Ghost Protocol, and then he went to like Edge of Tomorrow. Then running became a thing in his. People started really latching on to his running in
Mm-hmm.
movies. So I think
Mm-hmm.
this kind of helped Mission Impossible 3 usher in a new era of his movie running. And so like I think maybe his most aggressive, like his most badass running is in Minority Report, because I feel bad for anybody who fights with him in that movie. But I think this one ushered in a brand new era of Mission Impossible running, and so I had
For
to have it
sure.
at number one.
For sure. For sure. That's a solid assessment. Hot take. Good take.
We did it, Norbert.
Yes, sir. And it's all thanks to you, Captain, my captain.
I know way too much about Tom Cruise movies now, but it was worth it. It was worth every second.
Thank you, my friend, as usual.
All right, Norbert. Well, hey, where can people find you before we get out of here?
You got the website Norbert.wtf because .com, that's passe. We are .wtf now. And we have at Eddie Kane on Twitter. I'm not calling it X, it's Twitter. And I'm also on the Blue Sky too. You can find me.
Oh, you're on Blue Sky?
Yeah, yeah,
Do we
yeah.
follow each other on Blue Sky? I'm just not on Blue Sky a lot.
There's just too many. There are too many.
Yeah.
There are too many. You type Norbert Mormon into Google. God help you what you find.
Yeah. Yeah, don't click on any links. It's gonna
Don't click.
I've learned my learn. No, I'm joking. But hey, thank you so much for joining me, man. This was awesome. And I'm glad
Yeah,
you got to
man.
join me. And thanks for doing the work of watching all the clips I sent you.
No problem, brother. And thank you, Tom Cruise, and all the directors and the people behind the scenes, because the man's got a career.
Yeah.
There are really way more hits than misses in his oeuvre, if
Oh
you
yeah.
look at it.
And you know what? I just think he cares. I really don't follow much of his personal life, but I
Yeah,
think he
neither do
does.
I.
I think he does care about what audiences see. Like he knows how to engage audiences, and you can tell that he's just murdering himself for people around the world to enjoy themselves. So
Pretty much. Pretty
uh,
much. At this point, y'all want to focus on what he's doing behind the scenes. Fine. That's great. Here's what I'm telling you. The man literally doesn't need the money at this point.
yeah,
He's producing these Mission Impossible movies, and they're all billion-dollar movies at this point. So just off of those billion, just off of like Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3, he could have stopped. Period. He's
mm-hmm.
good. He's not rich. He's got like Spielberg money at this point. He's really, really rich. This is just for the love. I do believe that he really does actually just want to make interesting movies, and he's doing these insane stunts himself. The insurance people are like, "Stop!" And he's like, "I'm going to jump my motorcycle off. I don't know, a building. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I'm
Good
just
luck."
yeah, and then we're just gonna like, but you just got to admire it. And so I had a fun
Yeah.
time going through this, and we did it. This is fun. So until the next Mission Impossible movie, when we do this again, Norbert. All right.
Where's the rabbit's foot, Otmar? Where's the rabbit's foot?
Listen, it's not Fallout because Fallout's just where's the plutonium? Where's the plutonium?
No,
We got to get the plutonium. And you're like, what are they looking for? Oh, we're looking for plutonium. Thanks, Simon Pegg.
plutonium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before Tom Cruise breaks the fourth wall, hey, you in the audience, we're looking for plutonium. Yeah, well,
plutonium.
thanks. I was being sarcastic.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
you're being sarcastic about the
That's
plutonium?
right.
Now, wait,
I'm
how
gonna
are you
hurt you.
doing this? I look behind you, and he's behind me and just whispers plutonium in my ear.
I'm gonna hurt your plutonium so bad. I'm gonna hurt your
What
plutonium.
if you're not going to marry it?
I'm gonna marry
You know that
plutonium.
plutonium you're going to marry? Well,
Later, peoples.
all right, bye. See ya.